The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Niger what yo? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor, no more bad government. Niger war, no more bad government. Niger war media, no more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria, no more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media, no the number one media in Nigeria, no more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger war, no more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what media. Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and he recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Niger what you
Welcome. My name is Magnus Orak, and this is Woto TV. I speak here right now as a proud citizen of Nigeria, but sad at the same time because Nigeria is at a precipice. Nigeria is dwindling and collapsing under the heavy weight of mismanagement that emanates from incompetent leaders. I speak to Tinubu, our president, to copy the act of the Prime Minister of Britain, who voluntarily resigned, admitting of his failure to give the dividends of the people that elected him. Let me remind you, Mr. President, that Aso Rock is not an entitlement. Aso Rock is not an inheritance. Aso Rock is a call to duty by the people who elected you. We, the people, own Aso Rock, and we select our leaders. The same people will tell you whether you have failed or you have passed. Now we tell you you have failed, and do the honorable thing, resign. Tenure is not an entitlement. Tenure is a measure of the expectation of the people. And when the people lose hope for the expectation, it signals the time for you to resign. I can tell you for sure that there is no currency called propaganda that we can take to the market to buy foodstuff at all. The market prices does not know who is Yoruba, who is Christian, who is Muslim, who is Igbo. And therefore, two of the basic things that have threatened the unity of Nigeria, religion and tribalism, are the very things that you, Mr. President, have activated. Today, we see ourselves from the spectrum of Yoruba, Igbo, Muslim, Christian. Need I say that the lives of Nigeria is no longer comparable to the lives of sanity? We are almost comparable to Easter chicken that are unalived, just like that. We cannot begin to count the number. Today, Nigerians are not even safe in their own land. Our brothers abroad cannot even have the confidence to come back home because there is nothing that encourages them to come home. Imagine the billions of naira that will emanate from sprouting industries because of the presence of our members in diaspora. Here we are. We cannot begin to mortgage the entire interest of Nigeria because of the ambition of one individual. It is not your turn. It is not. This is not the entitlement of a Milocon. This is the turn of the people, and the people have decided that it is either we have a country that works for all, or the consequences of betrayal of our votes, which you didn't even get, and you admitted in your inaugural speech that I know you didn't vote for me, but I'm here now. You rubbed it in our faces because you have grabbed, snatched, but you will not run away with it this time. I can assure you that. Please, Nigeria is my country, and nobody can intimidate me for demanding what I want. And what do I want? It's a very, very simple demand. I am not demanding for money. I am not demanding for position. I am simply demanding for good leadership, which is obviously bereft of what we currently have as an administration. So I therefore plead, Tinubu, you have failed and failed the masses. Please resign. Welcome. My name is Magnus Rack, and this is Woto TV. You see, this is by far going to be the best video I've ever made because I'm going to ask questions, and these questions are thought-provoking. What does the country is collapsing? What does it take to be a Yoruba man? Could it be that some Yoruba people are living in a world of disconnect with reality? You know, it's amazing that the country is collapsing. The country is collapsing, and it's as a result of bad leadership. But you keep seeing Tinubu supporters who are of mostly Yoruba descent living in a world of denial. And what is even more painful, you see, the ones supposedly who call themselves educated are the ones even in the worst form of denial. You know, I was having a program, a live session the other day on TikTok, and some of them will come on this moral high ground, trying to make you see as if they have a better understanding about the situation of things. And I say, okay, I love people coming to debate with me. Trust me, I like engaging in the most complex form of debates. But I'm yet to see anyone who can actually provide that staunch defense. I ask somebody, tell me, market Tinubu for me. You start going to attack Peter Obi. I say, no, leave Peter Obi out of the question. Market Tinubu for me without mentioning Peter Obi. He removed subsidy. You remove subsidy. Yes, subsidy needed to be removed. But the how and mechanism of the subsidy removal is a totally different thing. Nel fund. You gave people loans. Tell us how Tinubu has carried his policy to carry the people along. People see physical changes. Yes, if we are suffering, we must see changes. Tell us how Tinubu has provided security for the masses. Insecurity did not start today. So if it did not start today, we should continue with the loss of lives of the precious lives of Nigeria. I mean, how do you people think? Is Nigeria about... Okay, just before I started making this video, there is a video going viral about a woman displaying 15,000 and celebrating that she was given 15,000 for her vote, and she's even displaying her thumb, which shows the blue ink with which she voted, and her 15,000 naira. She's celebrating. And all she knew, here is what I think about this set of people. I think they are living in a world of total disconnect. They are disconnected with reality. They are so lost and cocooned in the identity of Yoruba, so much so that they think that somebody is coming to take Yoruba away from them. Nobody's challenging you. Nobody's fighting you. In my live video, the one I said I was having before that prompted this video, somebody was saying they think they will come and intimidate us. Who is they? This is not about them and us. It's not a competition. It's about a collective hegemony, which is Nigeria. It's about a collective asset, which is Nigeria. It's about a collective identity, collective interest. Now, if you place your tribe ahead of that collective interest, you are a devil. If you place your tribe ahead of the problems that is engulfing everybody, you are a devil, you are weak. It means your tribe is a very wicked set of human beings. Nigeria is collapsing. Nigeria is at a precipice, and what you could think of is your tribe. So I ask, is Yoruba a cult? Does belonging to Yoruba mean you have to belong to a cult? So much so that Yoruba's interests must be defended and protected at all costs, even if the rest of the country is collapsing and dying. Something must be terribly wrong with the way some of these people think. Something must be terribly wrong. We are criticizing Tinubu not because he's a Yoruba man. We are criticizing Tinubu not because from the Southwest. We are criticizing Tinubu because he's a staunch and horrendous, humongous failure. My name is Magnus Oraka. Please follow this page and share this post.
Tinubu. My people, have you heard? Welcome and thank you for joining me. Yoruba people are lamenting. Tinubu carry bulldozer go bulldozer their house. For where then they live, all those poor, very poor, wretched Yoruba people, all those people where they live for poor areas in Lagos State, Makoko, Ajegule, all those poor slump, those people living in slump. Tinubu pursue all of them. Now they now come out to vent. Why will Tinubu do this to us? When Goodluck Jonathan was president, he did not push us away from our homes. When Buhari, who is even a Fulani man, when he was president, he did not remove us. The reason why we voted for you is for you to protect us. Now look at what you are doing to Yoruba Kingdom. Yoruba women and men, Tinubu pursue them from their house. Now they are asking us, what do we think? Why will Tinubu be doing this to them? Is he not supposed to protect the interests of Yorubas? Let us listen. I want you to listen to them. Listen to Yoruba people. They are homeless now. Tinubu have rendered them homeless. And they are crying out for help.
When Jonathan was a president, he did not break Yoruba land. When Buhari was a president, he did not break Yoruba land. Now when we have Yoruba as our president, where we should have, enjoy at least a pleasure from our man, we are now in shouts, crying every day.
We're live at the Lagos State Government House in Marina, where a troop of protesters have gathered to air their grievances over the demolition of their waterside residents in areas like Makoko, Iyanoworo, and others. They've come together to speak and ask the federal government. They're calling on the government to listen to them, listen to their pleas, listen to the court judgment. We had the opportunity to speak to a few of them, and they aired their thoughts.
This is what the judgment says, that first and foremost, you can't display these people until you have provided an alternative. You cannot display these people until you have negotiated, you have discussed with them how best to relocate them. But none of these were done. It's very unfortunate that we are practicing what we condemned under military government, in the democratic system. It's very, very unfortunate. If we say the military government do things without consulting people, then what are we going to call this? I'm very surprised to be hearing from the legal representatives of the government saying that before he was aware that, yes, this matter was on, but he was not aware that these communities have been demolished. I'm surprised that somebody who lives in Lagos State, somebody who is a Nigerian, will say he's not aware that they demolished Laje Otumara. He's not aware that they demolished Makoko. He's not aware that they demolished Precious Seed and Oworoshoki, and you live in Lagos State. But you know, when people want to hide, it is very necessary that we tell them not to hide behind one finger. Because my mother used to tell me, if you hide behind one finger, it will not cover you. You need something bold to cover yourself. So I believe government is hiding behind one finger. Thank God that everybody here are affected. I am affected. We are not acting in proxy for anybody. We are not here in proxy. Families are no longer together. Father will say one side.
I was with CDHRDA, Center for Defense of Human Rights and Democracy in Africa. The case also went to ECOWAS. I will receive justice, that they should be compensated. Sir, ma, since then till today, a year plus now, we have received a judgment from court. Government failed to pay us anything. Now, during the demolition exercise, my wife, my children, I'm a father of 12. All of them scatter. As I'm talking to you now, by the grace of God, I'm with only my wife. My children, they are not with me because of this situation. This act, it is barbaric. It is uncalled for. It is uncovered. It is unfair.
You don't want to field a candidate in a federal constituency. They shouldn't dare present any fake results, like they have done. The police is going to investigate it, and the former criminal action has been commenced, like I'm saying. So I'm using this opportunity to warn the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Joy Shamotoko. I am sending this direct warning to him because I learned the party, they are bribing INEC officials now, particularly those at the election monitoring department, to not issue them fake reports, to collaborate these fake results. They are money. They are attempting to bribe INEC with almost 100 million, or the rumor, but it's a grapevine source. I am warning the chairman of INEC, if INEC issues any false report purporting to monitor a primary election that Mr. Ali himself he never conducted in Imo State, we are going to make an application to join the chairman of INEC, in this criminal prosecution.
Wow. The problem with these old parties in Nigeria, my people, is a lot. Let's be honest, it's a lot. Sometimes we don't want to speak, especially where our principal belongs to. You know what that means. Peter Obi is in NDC, for example, and we are hearing different kind of allegation happening already in NDC. That's kind of scary. It's scary because when you see things like this happening, then you're beginning to ask yourself, how would 2027 looks like? I don't know. You guys know me that I'm not one of the people that sings praises of parties. If you go back in the past, when Peter Obi moved to Labour Party, yes, I understand that was the first party he moved to that put all of us together as obedient today. But I was still very, very skeptical in terms of supporting Labour Party. Rather, I was focusing on my principal, Peter Obi. And when Abure started behaving satanically, I started calling me out. Some people here thought I was running under my shadow. Oh, Mr. Najawa, be careful, be patient, and all that. I remember when Pansat were lambasting at me that Abure is the best ever. Can't you hear me? Can anybody hear me? When you say if I'm here, Mr. Labo, what's happening? Please, on the comment section, can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me on the comment section? Because Mr. Alabo seems not hearing me here. For that comment section, people know the quick comments. Yes, Mr. Alabo, everybody hearing me on the comment section now. When you say Nigeria, are you there? I don't understand. Mr. Alabo, can you hear me? Okay. Okay, thank you very much, my people on the comment section. Thank you very much if you guys can hear me. I was shocked. I thought I was talking to myself. Okay, what I'm saying is this, my people. I was focusing on Peter Obi rather than focusing on Labour Party. I called out Abure. I remember Pansat, lambasted at me at that time. that I should leave Abure alone and all that, blah, blah, blah. Thank God I was vindicated that Abure was one of the deceitful chairman we've ever seen. Now, when Peter Obi moved to ADC, I remember I told you guys here, it will be hard for me to promote ADC on my platform, but I will promote Peter Obi. I also told you guys it will be difficult for me to promote anybody in ADC apart from Peter Obi. I was asking, how is this going to be possible for me to promote Peter Obi without not mentioning anybody's name? Because me, I don't want to associate myself with these people. Even after Peter Obi warned us that nobody is a criminal in ADC at that time. I frowned at that statement at that time, not knowing that Peter Obi will still move out of the ADC. Now, Peter Obi have moved to NDC now. You can see that you've never heard me singing praises of NDC. Because these parties, one needs to be careful. Even with what we are hearing about NDC and all that, there's nothing wrong with supporting Peter Obi. But don't get carried away thinking that the party that he's using is a saint. It's not like that. Dixon, this chairman of NDC, Dixon, waiting me don't hear about time. He does too much. But I can't come here and be talking about it. Right? I can't come here. In fact, when I saw somebody sent me this picture that the Dixon position Peter Obi for questioning here. I don't know, allegedly, I don't know how true is this. See the way Dixon takes it down for there. This man go worse past Abure last. Oh. This man. Sometimes I feel for Peter Obi. Waiting Peter Obi for your do that 2023, for your open your own party that time. To be honest, forget peace. Because 2027, we don't know what this one want to do. This one will sit down like Curtis. So sorry to more than obviously God. Make I mind my mouth. Okay, I take that back. We'll never quarrel. I have to be careful. I'll see the way they sit down. You carry my own principle, sit down like this. Like say, I don't understand. So for me, I not too trust these people. I don't know what to be their plans. So one needs to be careful. So Black Panther said as long as Dixon was a governor before, he's corrupt. My brother, to be honest, I'm happy on your stand this time because in ADC, the way you were standing, I was not worried. Atiku know what they do. We know what they do. Atiku will step down for Peter Obi. I say never. I will not succumb to that. But later, me, I'm always vindicated though. I'm always vindicated. But this one, so, God, it go be as it get to this Dixon. When somebody send me this one, say, we'll see Dixon for the meeting where they get and all that. Peter Obi were big questions and all that, blah, blah, blah. I feel for the man. I really feel for Peter Obi, because we will never find a man like this ever again. I'm sorry. It go hard. It go hard. We might likely find, but it go hard. It be like when Arsenal now win trophies in 2003. Some people were saying we'll go soon win. It took us 22 years before we can win. So it might likely also be safe. Peter Obi is out of the way now. If we not let him rule as our president, before we see someone like Peter Obi, it might take another 20, 30, 40 years. That time, many of us were there now, we're not old. So it's painful that we're in a situation right now where there's no unity amongst us. The time to actually put in the dedication to fight how Nigeria can be better. You see some people still embracing ethnicism. Some people still embracing satanism. Some people still collecting money for voting, common voting, and all that, then you begin to ask yourself, why? And the funny enough, I saw a comment today from Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, let me greet every one of you before I come to your comment. Because in that comment, I want to ask you a question. Please get close to your computer. I would like you to be responding to me since you don't call into the show or join the show. Thank you very much, my mother for Mommy Diaspora. Good evening to you, Mommy. Thanks for all that you do, for always being there for us. I appreciate you always. Abu Azim, my brother, I appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do. Thank you very much, my brother, for your dedication. Thank you so much, Mother Peggy Modi, Mother Eugenia. Thank you, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Mr. Michael Oganamaro, Mother Stella Masavedo. Thank you, Mother Patricia Tagbujumi. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much, my brother, Black Panther, Ziki, Light. Thank you. Now, plenty there. Mercy Foster. Thank you, everyone right there. And God will bless you, my people. Please help us to press on the like, help us to share. Madam Emmy, thank you. Mercy Foster. And again, Oriomi, Love Maduka, Shimize. Thank you. God bless you all, my people. And God will bless you now. Okay, let me take this call before I come to Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. Mother Deborah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mother Deborah. Please talk to us. Good evening to you, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening to everyone that is watching. Let me start with the last video that you showcased. Honestly, I feel sorry for Miss. Look at the way he's standing. For somebody that is, wouldn't you have expected that with everything that is going on in Nigeria, that Peter Obi should have the kind of massive support? Even this NDC, they should hold him at a high esteem. But instead, look at the way he's standing there like somebody that is going for an interview. It's so sad. Like you rightly said, even me, I don't trust those political parties. And even this NDC, I'm sorry, I don't have any high expectation about them. They all have a price. You see this recent election in Enugu and Ekiti State. You see the way APC rigged the election. If care is not taken, this is just a preamble of what we should be expecting in 2027. That is it. It's so sad that despite everything that is happening, we are not yet to see a drastic measure that is being taken to remove this government. Nigerians, like that Mama P said, Nigerians are not angry enough. They are not. So for me, honestly, I'm managing my expectation. For now, I've not seen anything that has convinced me beyond any reasonable doubt that Nigerians are ready for a change at the moment, despite everything that is happening. You can see those group of some of those Yoruba women there that are I think they actually believe that since Tinubu is a Yoruba man, that he's going to favor them. I think that is the stupidity that some of them have, that because somebody is speaking their tribe, they now think government is about tribe. I thought some of them are educated. They should have learned from what happened to Buhari and from what happened to the Northerners. The 8 years of Buhari, how did it benefit the Northerners? The 8 years that Buhari spent in power, the average Northerners, how did that benefit any of them? They all suffer insecurity, suffer poverty. So these same people that are carrying tribe on their head and thinking that tribe is what is going to save them, I hope that they will wake up and know that tribe is not going to save anybody. It's okay to like your tribe, but if you are putting your tribe in front without reasoning with your brain, then I think something is wrong somewhere. So about those people in South Africa, whenever we speak about what's going on in Nigeria, there are a lot of people that feel less concerned. They just feel, oh, so long as they're able to run away from Nigeria, oh, they are not bothered again. But this is a wake-up call, you know. Oh, you know, consign me, and because I'm in one country, because I'm here, because I'm there. But we can now see that there's no guarantee anywhere. Look at these people in South Africa now. Some of them have built a life there. They have been there. They have children there. But today, look at them now. Let's repair Nigeria. Oh, you know, consign me. One day be one day, we'll consign everybody. Look at them now. They are trying to repatriate them. Refuse to repair. So it's a wake-up call for all Nigerians, wherever you are. When they are talking about the country, you feel, you know, consign me. You know, consign me. God forbid, we all don't know what is going to happen in the near future. So regarding the question that I want to reaffirm the question that man is asking to some of my Yoruba people that are still doing, oh, Tinubu is a Yoruba man. They ask a question, outside his children, where is any of his family member? Outside Tinubu's children, where is any family member of Tinubu? This is the truth. A lot of them are failing to question that. A lot of them are failing to answer. A lot of them, I used to feel that they are educated people. At least they should be able to trace a man. They just brought somebody into their place, and they all started running with it. That, oh, he's a Yoruba man. But you can see that Tinubu does not even care one bit about them. It's true. He does not even care about Nigeria. The man does not care. And that speaks a lot of volume, isn't it? That speaks volume, isn't it? So for those of them that are still foolishly running with the fact that, oh, Tinubu is a Yoruba man, they should please let us know any of his relations, any of his family in Yoruba land. They should please tell us. Even me, I'm interested in knowing. Or are they just foolishly running because he speaks the language? Anybody can speak any language. So I'm adding my voice to that. If they can let us know, we are all interested in knowing where his family members are in Yoruba land. Otherwise, they should just stop foolishly claiming that Tinubu is a Yoruba man. Then regarding Sowore, is a pity that he's been treated like that. I feel for him. But at the same time, I feel that whenever they are trying to say work with somebody so we can change the system, he will be proving stubborn. Oh, I cannot work with this. Oh, okay, you alone cannot change the system. You can see how the system now is treating him. But tomorrow, if they say Sowore, work with somebody, join forces together with somebody like Peter Obi to form a strong alliance, he will still be proving stubborn. Oh, I cannot work with this one. Now look at the way he's being maltreated. I hope people will learn. If we all refuse to put our selfish interests aside and know that there's a country that needs to be rescued, honestly, we will all be in hot soup. Look at the way he's being treated like a criminal. But tomorrow, if you still tell him, Sowore, you can't do this thing alone. Join alliance with, oh no, I'm the only perfect man that can rescue Nigeria. But now he's still he's a victim of the same system. Yes, it's okay to be an activist, but you cannot change the political system in a country through activism.
All right.
You have to form alliance, form a strong political party. That's what you need to do, but he will never listen. So at the end of the day, it is very difficult to even feel sorry for him, you know. Anyway, thank you so much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you.
And for that woman that is in South Africa, instead of addressing the government, she's playing politics, saying they should thank Tinubu. It's so disgusting. It's so disgusting that we still have people like this. Rather than address situation, they are playing politics. We have a long way to go. Sometimes, let me round up with this. Sometimes when I see the problem of Nigeria, both the stupidity, tribalism, and all of these things, it really makes me begin to think that, is there really any hope that
there's
the country
no hope,
can be saved?
There's no hope.
I don't see
Hypocrisy too much amongst us.
I don't see it. You see that woman say, "Oh, Goodluck Jonathan did not." She's still attributing tribe to that. We thought Tinubu is a Yoruba man. Is going to favor. So they wanted Tinubu to favor them. Why other people suffer? You see the selfishness. But unfortunately, now everybody is suffering.
That's the only part that I like in Tinubu's government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That when you choose to be stupid, that is what you get. Unfortunately, everyone is suffering. In fact, they are even suffering the most. They are suffering the most. I'm sorry, but they are suffering the most now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
God bless
sir.
you. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am. Okay, let's see if we can talk to Ogashimize this time. Ogashimize, are you there? Ogashimize?
How am I good today?
Okay, yeah, we can hear you. Good evening to you, sir. Go ahead, talk to us.
That was good evening everybody. Good evening all Nigeria Watch family. Good evening Nigerians. Moment diaspora, I greet you. Yeah, my submission yesterday, let me just say what I want to say because my network was so bad. So, I was saying yesterday, like, if a governor, finish it, another person come up, and you see that thing you did, that thing you didn't do, the present government or the company.
Concentrate, please, Ogashimize. You are talking to somebody on the background. Please, you're on a live broadcast. Oh God, this man always have issue when you pick his call. You are talking on the phone. You are talking to somebody else on your background. I don't understand. All right, my brother Black Panther, talk to us. Good evening to you.
Hey, my brother, more grace to your elbow.
Thank you, my brother.
It's not easy.
Okay.
Everything is boring. The most thing is that everything is boring. Because before you go this step, one distraction will come. Before you go this one foolishness will come from one big man. So everything is just boring
everything is repetitive as well. Nobody is listening to us. We are shouting.
Now.
We are just there. I beg.
It's repetitive.
Nobody's listening to us.
To me, what I see is that it seems that, like what Dr. CM always said, he said we are not yet civilized, especially Nigerians.
We are. Nigerians know what they are doing. We are civilized. Nigerians just choose to support Satanism, what they are doing. They know what they are doing.
I know he said once, he said we lack critical reasoning. And now I know we really lack critical reasoning. Because somebody put money from say, I will give you $1 million. Tell me where Tinubu come from. Somebody on Johnson Money, they asked me, say, they asked one question where they said, no, the me go ask. They asked me the question. You see, sometimes, I don't know whether we'll get what you say with a joke. I think the thing I say will still be a joke. Until Nigeria don't happen to staff Nigerians where they South Africa now. When I see the corruption, that money has been disbursed, but it's in one person's account. That is what is happening. When the president say do this, the money don't come, but somebody is sitting on the money, and somebody is asking me questions that is true. That is true. All fingers knows that this man was adopted. Who know where he come from when he was adopted? Who know? He said it himself. He said his adopted mother died. So why are we not dilly-dallying with the dilly-dad? Say this man they know where he come from. Somebody put money for down, bring where he come from. Nobody fit talk. And somebody's asking me that part of question. It seems we are just joking. Una no worry. When it go happen to the person, then I clear say don't be joke with the 2 year. Thank you, my brother. Just keep our fingers crossed and let us just stand.
I'm already doing my part, my brother.
That's the only thing that will calm our mind.
We'll see. Thank you.
Thank you. Just stand your truth. Don't move. Don't let them wear you down. Just stand on the pedestals of truth. That's what we have. That's the only weapon we have.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Wesley, yeah. No, for me, I'm just doing my part. For me, I can never, God forbid, see myself embracing with satanism. It's not possible. No way. God forbid. You know, because with the way Nigeria is going now, God, we are not ready. We are not ready. Let's be honest. Mr. Joseph Oji, thank you, sir. Talk to us. Good evening to you, sir.
Hello, Mr. Elvis. Yeah, I
Yes.
greet you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for what you do.
Yes,
I
sir.
thank you every day coming out. You know the rest. You know the rest at all. No day off. Thank you. I greet you. I greet everyone. Mr. Alabo, I greet you, and I greet Mommy Diaspora and all the comment section. Black Panther, I beg you, forget about where you come from. The man has met the Nigerian constitution. For as long as you have stayed in Nigeria, lived in Nigeria for so many years, it's enough. Because I have friends who are from Togolese, Ghana, that I grew up with in Lagos. They all have Nigerian passports till today. So forget about where somebody come from. They are Nigerians, basically. That issue, will not carry weight anymore. Yeah, Mr. Elvis, about this Serikagiti man is satanic, I'm telling you. I'm totally telling you. You know all he's been doing? All he's doing, sitting down in that Abuja, is living room and collecting money from aspirants. That's all he's doing. These people don't have any ultimate of winning any election. Guess what, Mr. Elvis? They had a by-election in Enugu. At least that's a place where you have your test ground to test NDC and see how the whole thing will play out in Enugu North. No, none of the officials went and campaigned with that young man. The previous senator was a Labour candidate. The man passed on. He died. Now, that was why they had a by-election in Enugu North. And the man who went for that, his name is Oscar, who stood for NDC. It's like he's doing his campaign alone at that axis, that place, in that very Enugu North. Guess what? Governor Mbak got involved, other APC juggernauts from Abuja, from other neighboring states, they got involved, started spending money for serious vote buying. So what do you expect? What do you expect? Whereas when Mr. Peter Obi visited this same Enugu, when there was one occasion, what he went to do there, come and see the crowd. I don't understand what is going on. And Mr. Peter Obi needs to really talk to these executives, these NDC executives like Tinubu in Abuja. He needs to talk to them. They need to get involved with the politics on the ground. All this, is this how to win election? If there's anybody who is doing the work, gathering support on the ground support is what's Kwakwanso in the north. The guy went to Sokoto today. He's not campaigning, but at least he's creating structures, making sure that all the structures are in place on the ground from state to state in the north. And what's Resigation doing? Sitting down in Abuja and collecting aspirants' money. Is that how to win election? Is he floating NDC to collect money from aspirants? Is that it? I don't understand what is going on now. You see, like these people they are sabotaging Mr. Peter Obi's candidacy. That's the way I see it. That's the this executive in Abuja is they are just there to sabotage Mr. Peter Obi. Because Mr. Peter Obi can't be left alone to be going all over the whole place in the south to do the campaign for them. The Ekiti state, they have no candidate in Ekiti state. NDC has no candidate there. Ordinary, they have candidates. Other parties have candidates. NDC has no candidates. It's a shame.
Okay.
I don't like what is going on with this NDC.
Thank you.
They should please, because all this is going, you have to create structures on the ground. Thank you, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Bill, I say our callers today, they are more than our panelists. Okay. Let's hear from Madam Emmy. Madam Emmy, please, I'd like you to talk to us if you are there. Madam Emmy. Okay, Madam Emmy is not available.
Into Nigeria problem.
Okay, we can.
Again,
Okay.
I felt so disappointed.
Thank you.
So-called ambassador or who the one is saying, thank you to Tinubu. I see they're talking to secondary school children. Hey, Bob, how did we get here? Even the educated people, they've turned to Mumu. Telling the people that have been stuffed, Ghanaians came and took their people months back. Is it Tinubu's money that they need to bring them back to Nigeria? Is it not their rights? Why do you have ambassadors in countries? My God, I don't want to start shouting when it's like again, Lagosians, I will be saying this to you people. Oh, you see people in pick up in other countries. People should be playing. Tinubu does not have a village. He's stylishly pushing them away from their homes and not providing accommodation for them. Who does that? First of all, Lagos is not your state. What are you doing? Killing people and making them homeless in Lagos State, and the people are still quiet? If Lagosians are ready, they should make sure Lagosians are the ones in charge of this election coming, and they should do it with force. Because the way Lagos is going now, I pity for those people. Then Joseph Orji, that man, that I don't know if he's a Yoruba man, if he's an Igbo man or even a Nigerian, the way he just talked about Tinubu's case, he has satisfied every country, anybody. For example, Obama was born in America. That is why he became an American president. You have to be born in that country before you become a president, not just a citizen's right. For your information. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you. Thank you very much, man. God bless you. Okay, callers, let's deal with what we have here. We're already about 2 hours. Thank you very much, my people. Where are my panelists? Where are they? You know, I noticed some of you are absent. Yes. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, Mr. Joseph, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. There's a comment, this comment on the screen. You said Tinubu might be corrupt, you know, and undemocratic. But in terms of ambition and performance, he has done better than any Nigeria president that has even entered that seat. That's a high level of rating for Tinubu. Please, I want you to listen to us, because if you said Tinubu, apart from corruption, I thank God that you admitted that he's corrupt and is undemocratic. But you said in terms of ambition and performance, Mr. Joseph, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, tell us, what has Tinubu done? Give us maybe 10, because you said in terms of performance. So I think 10 is fair for me to ask for 10. List it on the comment section and let us know. Let me showcase it on the screen. You know, I wish you can join the panel. You are not a panel person. You are not a caller. So now you join my people there, hold comment section gidigba. So put it on the comment section and put it on the screen. I'll read it, because I want to know why you have to rate Tinubu this high. That is the best president in the history of Nigeria. That's what you are saying in terms of performance. Wow, in terms of performance. That one I would like to know. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. No, it is a high rating. You say it's not a high rating, it's just that it's better than the rest. It's a high rating now. Somebody that is better than every president that have ruled us. That's a high rating. It's number one. It's the best president Nigeria has ever got, right? So that's what it means. So tell us why you put him number one amongst the previous presidents that's ever ruled Nigeria? I want to know. Yes, we are here to learn. Me, I want to know because Tinubu is the best president in 3 years in office. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, I want to learn. No, I beg. Just copy and there, I beg. Tell us, we'll take on from there. You know, I appreciate every one of you right there. Thank you so much for your time. And God, I go bless you now. Thank you. Please press on the like, help us to share. And also press on the dollar sign if you can to encourage our work here. God bless you all. Mr. Alabo, thank you very much, my brother. If not, be so you day here now. I don't know. All our panelists, I noticed that they come late this time. Maybe the time where you don't talk tire now, or can say one or two or can join. That time they'll not be expecting extended time from me so that we can move the broadcast further. You know, I think we are getting used to that now, my people. If now only one person or two join me from beginning, once your talk finish, we are done. Any other person that join later and you are not extending, you are now waiting for us to extend time, I will only just give you probably closing remark. Now only Oga CM9, now they come here, come the cheat us. We come to tell you, say, Mr. Najawash, now 6 of us they here. Oh, now this is that man, they hard to beat. Anyway, Mr. Alabo, thank you, my brother.
Good evening, sir. If any of them come, they will have to pay for holding fee. So display the account, they will have to hold them. Yes, holding fee.
You know, thank you, my brother. Thank you, sir.
God will bless you, Nigeria. Don't give up. Oh. I know sometimes when you look at the panel, it's discouraging. Don't give up, please.
No, it's not
whatever
possible.
Thing you are saying.
I don't look at our panel to give up. No, now we've been on this journey for over a decade. No, now so there was a time that now only of us they talk, now only me they talk for a year now.
No, it's not comment possible. Section and they communicate with your people in the comment. Yeah, you are doing a great work.
Yes,
bro.
I don't receive about almost 5 people today that called in, you know. So and then take comments, take 1 or 2 or 3 people on the comment section. Then you fulfilled what you're supposed to do in a day, you know. So giving up is not about the quantity. It's about if the only one person joined the submission you give and illustrate everyone, then we are good to go. So that's it.
Thank you, sir.
You know, so yeah,
it's not just the panel. It's not just the panelists I'm talking about. Generally, I know the problem of the
okay, money. You're talking about Dixon because I talking about NDC now. I know you, Mr. Alabo, where you they go? So you want to still lock my mouth?
I don't want you to give up.
I can't give up on my principal, but I don't trust anybody surrounding him inside that place. Sorry.
My brother, I've told you that man is my uncle. He's pompous. That is who he is. He can see what he said. That is him. That is his nature.
Okay, promise us he will never be satanic. In case he say he becomes satanic,
I can't vouch for that kind of person because he has a questionable character. But our focus is on the ball we have at hand, which is the golden ball. Is Peter Obi. It's how we can control. That is why my previous submission, if you listen to me, is that the goalposts we are struggling with, Serake Dixon is part of it. We must break through the goalpost to get this
Mr. Alabo, I beg my brother, before you talk, let me quickly just take this article. I forgot it on the screen.
Go ahead.
Just a brief one. Yes, as you all can see there from the cable, Obi condemns Sowore remand, seek respect for democratic freedoms. Yes, I like the fact that my principal talked for this particular matter. Peter Obi, presidential candidate of the Nigeria Democratic Congress (NDC), has expressed concern over the remand of Omoyele Sowore, presidential candidate of the Africa Action Congress (AAC), at the Kuje Correctional Center. On Monday, a federal high court in Abuja has ordered the remand of Sowore at the Kuje Correctional Center pending the hearing of his application challenging the revocation of his bail. In a statement on Tuesday, Obi said, while the judiciary remains the constitutionally recognized arbiter of justice, State institutions must not be perceived as tools for suppressing dissenting voices or restricting civic engagement. He warned against actions that could undermine democratic freedom in the country. The former Anambra State governor said Nigeria democracy depends on the protection of fundamental rights, including freedom of expression and peaceful assembly. Unquote, Mr. Obi said, I have received with deep concern the news of the court remand of citizen activist Omoyele Sowore in Kuje prison. Obi said, while the judiciary remains the ultimate arbiter of justice, we must consistently guide against any trend that gives the appearance of state institutions being weaponized to systematically stifle dissent, muzzle the press, or shrink the legitimate space for civic engagement in Nigeria. Obi said in a democratic society strives upon debate and protection of constitutional rights rather than the suppression of opposing views. He said the country's current security and economic challenges requires inclusive dialogue and national cohesion, not measures that could deepen public tensions. Unquote. Thriving democracy does not survive on the silencing of opposing voices. Rather, it's echoed on the robust protection of fundamental human rights, most notably the freedom of expression and peaceful assembly as entrenched in our constitution, he said. The NDC presidential candidate warned that treating activists, journalists, and critics as threats to the state could signal a drift towards authoritarianism. Then he went on, unquote, when we began to treat citizens, critics, activists, journalists as threats to state survival rather than as partners in building accountability, we signal a dangerous slide towards authoritarianism, he said. Obi called on relevant authorities to ensure strict adherence to the rule of law and safeguard Sowore's constitutional right, adding that security and judicial institutions should remain impartial in the administration of justice. We cannot build a Nigeria if we continue to undermine the very democratic structures meant to protect us all, he added. To be honest, we should already do this for Peter Obi if it was the other way around. I'm just asking. Now, question I ask. So anybody can comment on that. But now question now I ask. But meanwhile, I have another article here quickly to tally up my old job this evening. Okay. Presidency blasts Obi over call for Tinubu resignation. Very sad. The presidency on Monday dismissed calls for Nigeria Democratic Congress presidential candidate Peter Obi for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu resignation as childish, hollow, and unworthy distraction. Who talk and who be that Anonoga? Now still Anonoga. I don't worry that no need because I also swear go they swear for them. Now Anonoga. We just leave her, man. What do I know? I appreciate every one of you right there. Thanks for your time with us. Now God bless you now. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, I'm still waiting for your response. You don't respond, Abi. He respond because I asked him to tell us why Tinubu is the best president ever in Nigeria, according to him. You know, did he respond? Can anybody tell me? Shell has returned to Nigeria promising to invest over $20 billion. Dangote is operating and exporting worldwide today because he removed fuel subsidy. Oh, this is the reason why you said Tinubu is the best in the world. Is that the only thing you responded, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel? Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, I beg. Then, okay, you put that one there as well. You said No president has ever undergone over 2 kilometers. Even in their 8 years, he had revamped aviation sector with Kayamu. The list goes on. Really? Really? Hey, Jesus. This is my big brother, na APC man, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. Hi. Yes, okay. You did another one here. Okay, is constructing over 4,000 kilometers of road currently. Currency stability as how? Currency stability as how now? Dollar is 1,400 today, 1,800 to 1,400, right? How is that stable from how much before he came to power? Remove fuel subsidies, student loan. Student loan, which student? Because I've asked so many students in this country. I never see one way benefit from this student loan.
I just was forget
Which,
about Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. He does not understand. He's still in a dreamland.
no, which student loan, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel? Me, in Nigeria, I never see one single student without tell me say they benefited from Tinubu student loan. I don't hear that loan, tele. Investors now believe in Nigeria. For real? Investors believe in Nigeria where the Fulani expert they kidnap everybody back to back.
When companies
Shop price have left Nigeria. Do you know how many companies are left? As we they talk, no, we don't have no single shop price in the whole Nigeria anymore. Investors believe in Nigeria. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel Bebewa. Governors getting funds more than never before. That is the personal gift to them. What are the governors using it for? Tinubu is giving the governors funds
is
for them
what is using them to defect now.
Yes, for them to stick with him. And now about 34 governors or 32 or 33 of governor of the federation are with him. So Mr. Justice, what are you talking about? Ipa, don't put yourself for scandal. I beg. Hey, I don't understand.
He just been delusional. No, just ignore.
Wow. I don't want, if another person I go react to this, I know you, my respect for you too big a power. What be this? Investors not believing in Nigeria. For you? Which of the Nigeria? Hey, I beg
ask him now. Which investor? You should mention
somebody
them.
I bet hold on. Maybe Mother Deborah want to respond to him. Mother Deborah.
Yeah, I just want to, if I'm listening to what Mr. Justin Emmanuel is right there, I'm going to say I'm so disappointed because I used to see him more on this platform, but for him to turn around and somehow try to defend this government, regardless of what we are going through, what is going on in it, I would say I'm disappointed. Anyway, I'm not surprised because one thing I know Nigerians for is that a lot of them have got crises. For me, for this man that has been on this platform for long to come out with his full chest, but he even started by saying Tinubu is corrupt. So tell me one country in the world that has been able to succeed when there is corruption. That alone has even disqualified every other thing that he's trying to say. And moreover, what is all those other nonsense that he was leading? Of what use are those things when people cannot sleep with their two eyes closed? I want to ask Mr. Johnson Emmanuel a question. If you are asked to choose between student loan and all those nonsense that you talked about, and choose security, and between that and security, for you to be able to live, for parents for people to be able to go to their farm, for people to be able to travel, not being afraid of being kidnapped, for people to just have the right to live, knowing very well that security top everything. Of what importance are all those nonsense that he's talking about when the life of people are not safe? It's so shameful and disgusting to hear mature people, despite what is going on, still trying to make silly excuses. So So people should, because it brought student loan. What about the life of people? What about the people that are dying every day from insecurity? So that does not matter to you. That does not matter to you. It's just a shame. You see why I say Nigeria cannot change? Because we have people who come out and make excuses for bad behavior. You started by saying Tinubu is corrupt, but that disqualifies everything. Because when there's corruption, there's nothing that can work. He gave money to the governors. Okay, tell me what are the governors using? He bribed the governors. Tell me one state that the governors are, apart from Abia State, that we are seeing that the governor is doing something. All other APC states, tell me one state that the governors are really doing something with the money other than he used it to bribe them so they can campaign for him. I'm so disappointed, you know. I don't want to jump into conclusion, but you see, before the election, we are going to start seeing the true color of people. Even those that are pretending that they want a better Nigeria, but underground they are working for the corrupt system. It's been manipulative, saying other than Tinubu is corrupt, and other than that, then he now go and start praising him. That speaks volume, isn't it? It speaks volume. How do you in the same breath, you say somebody is corrupt, and in the same mouth, you are saying he's the best? You see how manipulative that statement sounds, and so stupid the way that statement on its own sounds. How can you put corrupt and best in the same line? When you say somebody is corrupt, that alone has disqualified that person. It's like saying somebody has a criminal record in the UK, but at the same time you want to employ him to do a sensitive job. That's exactly what he's saying.
Okay.
Somebody has a criminal record, but then you still want to hire him. Go and find out what made the British Prime Minister to resign. It's because one of the reasons why he resigned is because he put somebody who failed vetting as the US ambassador. That was one of the problems. So you that is living in the Western world, you can boldly say somebody is corrupt, but at the same time, you are saying he's the best. Mr. Elvis, Nigeria can never change. So long as we have people who reason like this, we have people, and I'm sure that Mr. Johnson Emmanuel is living in the Western world, that he's supposed to know better. The fact that we have people who reason like this just shows that there's no hope of Nigeria able to change. You put in somebody is corrupt, and in the same line, you are saying the person is the best. Does that even make sense to anybody who has 2 brain cells? Does that make sense? It's just like saying somebody has a criminal record, but at the same time, you want to foolishly employ the person to do a job. Does that make sense? It's so sad. I used to see him a lot on the comment section, but for him to come out and make this statement, I've lost every single respect that I have for him. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, I tell you, you will not put yourself on this kind of thing, no, because you know I'm a good researcher, and I've went to research now with ChatGPT, and what ChatGPT is telling me here, you know, is what they pass to the system. Just like, you know, what you find on Google, you think is real, you know, what they want you to see. You know, the answer is yes. Number 1, it removed fuel subsidy. In 2, foreign exchange FM reform. 3, increase governance, government revenue. That's what you said just now. Student loan. I'm coming now. Infrastructure project, increase investors' interest, and security operation. The administration see where lies there for here. God, I wanted to give ChatGPT. Now they talk. They listen. He said, security operation, the administration has increased in military and security operation against banditry, kidnapping, insurgency, and other threats, though security challenges remain in several parts of the country. You know, ChatGPT is being careful these days, you know, in so many things. Let me take this thing before I get to where I'm going. Black Panther, go ahead quickly. Why not companion now?
Let me just say this.
Yeah.
See, it's not everybody that fights, go on the journey of taking back a nation that will see the fruit of it all. Like I said, maybe we'll fall by the wayside. Like I always said, if you look at the book, or if you look at when Moses did not see the promised land. Even some people that even saw the promised land, they didn't live well inside of it. They were still living like a pauper inside the promised land. These are the people that are speaking contrary, pretending contrary to come and say, oh, we believe in what you people are doing. Meanwhile, they don't believe. And even if they get to the promised land with us, they will never enjoy the fruit of the promised land. They will never. That is just it. If you are for us, be with us. If you are for God, be with God. If you're not for God, be with Satan. It's quite clear. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, no, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, no, not come be so stay for here for long today. I'm a very good researcher, and I have one-on-one with ChatGPT. Apart from the research we are doing, I have one-on-one with them, and they communicate with me. So for you to know why I said that when it comes to politics, they don't want to be part of it anymore, let me put that on the screen before you know that. This one is one-on-one discussion that we had. So I know you're the carry the talk based on I want talk. And this one is even today, safe. You know, hold on. Let me quickly put this here. Please, guys, bear with us, because maybe you think maybe now it don't come to Tinubu Nana. I know one ChatGPT now they talk truth again. You know, hold on. It said here. Okay, according to them, okay, this is a private conversation. I don't want to put that here. Okay, he said, okay, let me cut some things here. Let me cut something. 1 minute. Bear with me, guys. Just hold on. Let me cut some parts that not everything I will display here. You know, okay. This is part of the conversation we had just today. Today. That's when you know that maybe they don't want them. There was not like this before. They are not biased in anything, but they are now being careful on what they want to talk about now, you know, when it comes to Nigeria. Now, that one, they surprised me. Why be say when it comes to Nigeria, now this thing happen? What did the APC go do for back? Now, this is what ChatGPT told me today. Say, sorry, I can't help create or design political advocacy or persuasion posters that promote, oppose, or campaign for a political figure, party, or political action. So when it now comes to that, yesterday, another thing that they told me, they said on this one here, they said, hold on. He said, when it comes to Nigeria politics, we are not allowed, listen, we are not allowed to comment on specific informations. This have never happened before. This have never happened before. It's recent. It's recent. Like I said, these are big things here that I cannot do because I am on a higher pay. I'm paying them. Not be saying so anything I ask, they get it to me. They cannot comment on specific information anymore. So this thing that you are seeing on the screen right now, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, I'm telling you that if it was last 2-3 months, ChatGPT go give you everything that you want. But although on this one, they balance it here. They say balance assessment. Supporters view Tinubu's presidency as one of the most aggressive economic reform programs since Nigeria returned to democracy, arguing that the reforms were necessary to prevent a fiscal crisis. Critics acknowledge the reform, but contend that the benefits have not yet translated into improving living standard for many Nigerians. So whether Tinubu's record seen as successful largely depend on whether one prioritizing long-term economic restructuring, or the immediate impact on the cost of living and household welfare. You see, but they list this 1 to 10 for you for year, 1 to 7, Abi. They list them, but they only put it there because they put. Guess what? They also put it. The references there. The number 1 removes fuel subsidy, which was satanic Wikipedia. They reference it. Number 2, somebody is playing something on the background. Mute yourself now. Number 2, foreign exchange effect reform. They also put that one there. ICROC government.ng. That's Nigeria website. Now they give you this one. You see, it did there. See, they reference it. They are telling you we are not part of anything here. Oh. Then 3, they are telling you this one is IFO Ministry. IFO Ministry is a Nigeria website, Nigeria government website. Now it talks say increase government revenue. See, you can see. Then student loan. They are telling you Voice of Nigeria. Voice of Nigeria is just a normal platform that just like Nigeria Watch as well, that is doing well. I've been following them for a while. Voice of Nigeria, and I use them here as well. So you see, now they talk student loan, not be ChatGPT. Now ChatGPT is referencing, make them not fall on some kind of conversation that we had. If you are paying on a higher pay with them, they can reveal some information to you. Now, because I queried them, what did they sup now? Not be so not they give me information before. I can't see say, this area don't die. Okay, no wahala. They don't die in everything, only for Nigeria. Oh, they are not being careful. Then, number 5, infrastructure project. Now, rioters. Now the reference. See, now they click so for the same for screen. Rioters. Number 6, increase investor interest. They put on for there. State of house in Abuja. You see, and I talk ChatGPT say not be in talk See, then they can't tell you say balance assessment. Now they finished Tinubu pata for here for the balance assessment. So what are you talking about, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel? The time will tell they use ChatGPT when they concern Nigeria. I believe they don't pass that one, so we have to move on to another. No partisan or anything. I don't know what they go tell them. Yes, these people have power. You don't know Tinubu government. So Mr. Johnson Emmanuel said, Mr. Elvis, why not go university and interview students to confirm? Why not check those roads and mention if they are under construction and all that? Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Madam Deborah asked you a question just now. No say me not feel respond to you. But my panelists, I believe they go react to you. Me no fit. She asked you a very important question just now. Are you telling us that these things you are mentioning now is more important than the lives of the people that they are killing, the Yoruba man that were beheaded, the teacher and the students, the children that is in the bush right now? Is that what you are telling me? Anyway, I'd like us to move on. I don't want this to take much of my time. Mr. Alabo, I have you back again. Thank God that Mr. Jonathan is here. So when it comes to analysis like this, we can get more from him. Thank you, Mr. Alabo. You have the floor. Talk to us. Good evening to you once again.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I know I've greeted you before. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan, for coming, and my brother Chris. Everyone on the comment section, I hail every one of you. Thank you. Please help us. Share on your WhatsApp status, hit the like button, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you, Nigeria. Let me just move because of our time. Quickly, Mr. Johnson, if you don't understand how social media work, how internet works, let me educate you a little. If you go to your search engine and you ask for any question, you will see the references like what Elvis is mentioning to you. So the APC government and Tinubu chronics people on his payroll. You remember when they had a media summit in Ashurok, some people with hungry faces, they opened fake account with them. Is this argument you had on social media, you had on YouTube, you had on Facebook, on X, different platform? So if the government flooded their own information, it's what Google is going to bring out and put to you. That is why when you search, you will see beneath it, there will be option. You will see Instagram logo. You will see Facebook logo. They don't own this information. It's based on your conversation on social media, based on what people are saying. So your government have flooded the internet with false, with lies to deceive people. So they will bring those information, but those people knows some of the truth. So they balance it and see how they can put it for people, for the public to access it. When we say Tinubu have gagged the media, you people think it's a joke. They are doing everything possible. In the coming days, you will look for some information. It will be difficult for you to access them because they want you to believe whatever thing they are doing is right. I believe where you are living, Mr. Johnson, how you assess your student loan is different from what is happening in Nigeria. Nobody asks you for collateral. Nobody asks you to go and find who is the king of England. Nobody will ask you to go and look for Trump. How many people have access to this student loan? And how is it being paid to them? So when you want to come out to gaslight people, and one thing I want, you try to gaslight Nigerians, telling them to move on and forget about the origin of President Tinubu. No, we can't move on. What does the Nigeria Constitution say? So I will not allow you to gag people. The Nigeria Constitution said for you to be a president, you must be a Nigerian by birth, not by adoption. So these questions are valid. These questions are valid. So Nigeria must continue to ask, who is Tinubu? Where does he come from? Who are his parents? So his origin is key and is very important. So please allow Nigerians to ask these questions. It is important for them to ask this question. Don't gag anybody. According to our constitution in section 131, go and read it and check. You cannot be a Nigeria president if you are not a citizen of Nigeria by birth. It is either your grandparent, great-grandparent, not by adoption. Tinubu was adopted by the woman called Tinubu. So this is a question mark. So don't come and lie to people and tell people to move ahead, move on and leave those ones that is inconsequential. No, it's very important. We must know the identity of the president of Nigeria. We must know where he's come from. His ancestral land, who is his brother, who is his parent. We cannot have an impostor sitting as a president in our country. Nobody knows his origin, where he comes from, the primary school he attended, the secondary school he mentioned that he even attended in Nigeria is questionable. The school he attended and graduated, he graduated before the school was even established. So we cannot have a character. Everything about him, his name, his age, his identity is questionable, is in secrecy. There is nothing that the APC government have done today. The currency you said, yes, what is the exchange rate? Before the APC, they came in. What was the exchange rate? Goodluck Jonathan left it at 100 or something to about 200 or something exchange rate to dollar. The APC came and they took over. Today is 1,000 something. Buhari left it at 600 plus before he left office. Tinubu came and he times it. Dollar exchange got to 2,000 something before he managed. Do you know how much the President Tinubu is paying to keep this? Do you think he's allowing the free market as you think? They are still paying, just putting money just to balance these things. You don't know. You don't know how this government is being run in secrecy. The subsidy they are telling you they have removed, do you know the scam behind it? All these things you are going, where is the money for the subsidy? Which state that you can see the evidence of this money, apart from Abia State? Maybe we'll just give a little plus to a place like Enugu State. They have done some things that people can see. Then outside that, tell me, which other state that you can see the president of government, things that is happening in that state? if not for corruption. So in the life of Nigeria, you that is telling Elvis to go to school and go and ask those questions, why don't you call people in Nigeria to tell them to go to the street and say the economic policy you are praising today, talking about, ask individuals on the street, how is your life? And hear what individual will say about it. They are scamming people. I mentioned it yesterday. President Tinubu raised a bond of about 4-point-something trillion for the Genco. Up till today, as at 2026 January, he has managed to release 501 billion for the Genco. But up to this moment, still use that same internet you are bringing. Go and ask if President Tinubu have released this money. So you see what is happening, the cry that Alex Oyema is coming out. You will hear that and that useless ambassador telling people, and I commend those guys that stood and challenged. Why would you tell us to come and press him? For what? Is it his money? They are praising him, he has approved it. That is why I want you people to mark. Reuben Abatli is one of the useless journalists in Nigeria. He's doing high service because Tinubu promised him second time he will be part of the media team. So you can see him talking rubbish he wants to say. He doesn't see anything wrong with whatever thing President Tinubu is doing anymore. So this money people are claiming they are released it for the flight. Okay, President Tinubu has already approved it. It's people who are keeping it just to lies. Is he not here, the minister that resigned, the finance minister? Why did he leave? He told the committee for Senate that there is no money. There is no money. So all the money, President Tinubu will go to borrow money to build the power plant. Then he will use that money and give to Chagori to go and do different things. He will go to borrow money for rice production. He will take that money and go and do different things. The bond we are talking about, that, okay, Yazuri, that money release is somewhere doing different things. So it's the highest scam we have seen in Nigeria. This man scammed Nigeria. Already it was a scam before he became a president. But you people, we are blind. Ethnic bigotry. I believe you, Mr. Emmanuel, talking. I think you are the one that will say, oh, my mother, I don't know if you are the one. My mother is a Igbo, I'm this, a Yoruba, I'm this. As far as what I'm seeing you have begin to fall into this tribal something, is my people, you begin to fall. And you are abroad, and you are behaving like this. It is a shame. I know some of you will come here and pretend you are for the people, but later you will show your true color who you are working for. But you cannot hide forever. Thank God you are showing yourself. Mr. Elvis, don't be surprised. You will see more of them. More of them will reveal in time to come their true colors for you to know them, who they are. But for Nigerians, do not allow anybody to gaslight you. Do not allow anyone to come and lie or deceive any of you. Nigeria is not working as it is today. President Tinubu is a colossal failure. He's a failure. He has failed woefully, and he has no reason. He has no reason to come back for second term. And Yabayo Anonuga ranting, his mouth talking. He should go and fix his problem, fix his sick child. Not coming to Nigeria, people do not have any good image to come and be telling that Peter Obi, what Peter Obi is writing and talking about is pure. Look at Mr. Bayo Nonuga telling President Tinubu that is a fixed term. Look at how stupid people, spokesperson telling you that a 4-year term is a fixed term. Who told you it's a fixed term? When the Nigeria Constitution have set out guidelines on that you can be impeached, you can be removed. If you are not doing anything right, the people who put you there can come and demand for you to resign. So it's not a fixed term for 4 years that you must stay there when you are a failure. Coming to say Peter Obi's statement is pure. who is more childish and useless than you people. When President Tinubu was calling Goodluck Jonathan to resign, it wasn't purer. But today, because they are calling him, even what Tinubu was calling Goodluck Jonathan to resign then, we are not even in this kind of darkness. I am not saying Goodluck Jonathan is perfect, but it wasn't as worse as this. I wasn't as useless as the president is today. But he called a sitting president that the balls end on his table. You cannot be a commander-in-chief. And insecurity will continue to thrive and you keep quiet. It's better that Jonathan should resign. Today, people are calling him to resign. You say it's childish. Bayo Ononuga, you should bury your face in shame. You are a useless person. The same man who is warning the Igbo that it should be the last time they come in Nigeria talk about election in Lagos State. If you look at him, he's not even from Lagos State. These are people. Today, they have gotten into power. They are called them presidency. You see how useless they become? You see how they are shown their true color? And they will tell you they fought for democracy. The same democracy they pretend. Abdul Salam, who brought this constitution to us, he wrote his book. And he said most of these characters you see, we are working for the military. And then our president and a lot of them are part of this system. They pretend they were fighting for Nedeco, they are this, but we are the people helping the military to launder money, do all the dirty business. Today they claim they are the fighter of democracy. They went and built their statue on a place for, is it the Eagle Land? Where is that place? Eagle Square. Build their statue that is the face of democracy. Nigeria, what a shame. What a shame. The earlier every one of you realize that the set of people you have in power are criminal-minded and they are evil, they are dangerous, they don't care about human life. And when you see human being of that nature, it's for every one of you to get ready and know that on or before the 2027, it's not going to be business as usual. Every one of us must fasten our seatbelt. It's a fight to finish for you to kick Tinubu and his cronies out of power. They are prepared and they are well prepared. But if Nigeria come together, we will defeat them. They are not sleeping day and night. They are putting and test running. They are checking how the social media is. They are checking how your reaction will be. They have tested a lot of things to see how it's going to be. Our institutions have failed. We don't have anyone to hold them accountable. Who is supposed to hold the presidency accountable? Is it not the Senate? Is it not the National Assembly? But those ones are rubber stamp. They are toy in the hands of the presidency. So who is going to do the thing apart from you, the Nigerians? If we across the Strait of Nigeria and demand for president to go, do you think they can stop us? No. We must not wait. If we are saying election must be free and fair, and these people have test run in different places, they did Abragabata in Edo State. They repeated it across different states. They have done the worst one now in Ekiti State. And you are just folding your hands. Okay, want to see the last one to happen in Osun State before it will get to the 2027 election. Nigerians, we shouldn't be waiting for this. We must come out and stop this nonsense. What is happening, the irregularities happening today is enough for us to put a stop. To come out together and put a stop, not to wait until 2027. When we get to that 2027, there will be conflict of interest. A lot of things will come that will divide you across ethnic line, religion, and a lot of things. This is a better opportunity for us today to unite as one. When I say injury for one, injury for all yesterday, some of you are just talking back and me, no shouting this to what is it? Because the show already is this. They are testing the ground. And when they are doing all these things, they want to know how you will react come 2027. And they have already prepared something Nigeria Watch, mark what I'm saying today, Nigerians. They have already prepared something that will happen within, as the election is happening, as they're about to announce the result, there will be an issue that will happen on the social media to distract people. That has already been prepared and it's in place, it's on the pipeline. Not even one, not even two will come that will distract people and bring ethnic and confusion. And before you know, they will announce him. May 29 will come, they will swear him in. It will continue another 4 years. Nigerians, we must fix this mistake. In unity, we can stand, but in divided, we will fall. A new Nigeria is coming, and that new Nigeria is possible. And together, we'll get it work. Thank you, Mr. Elvis, and God bless you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my brother, Mr. Alabo. God bless you, sir. Thank you for your submission and for responding to Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, now you put yourself for this middle. So maybe they will use you do topic today. You say Tinubu is the best president ever in the history of Nigeria. Madam Emmy, your line don't cut again, Madam Emmy. Oh. Madam Emmy, are you there? Guys, please bear with us.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Elvis. Sorry that I'm calling back.
Thank you, ma'am. Quickly,
Something was
1 minute.
actually concerning to. Thank you very much. I'm going to be very quick. You know, because of the Ekiti election, when Jared Tinubu was actually seen as INEC observer, I'm still surprised that the opposition is like we are wasting our time. How come the oppositions have not flagged that up? And that election should be cancelled because that is partisan.
The opposition are the weakest ever in the history of opposition.
Jesus.
Peter Obi, all of them, they are very weak.
Of INEC, except they are working with Tinubu, because how can they be quiet, wasting people's time?
Yes.
I've never seen that in my life before. Thank you very much. I'm just highlighting that.
Thank you very much, Madam Emmy. In fact, let me even show them the picture so that all of them will see how Jared Tinubu, the APC chairman, I think is the chairman, right, in those states, the APC, what do you call it, tout chairman in my states. You know, he was the INEC people for the Ekiti God. When I see this picture, I was like, what? Hold on, wait, my Yoko put on for screen. Since I still get people who never comment. They couldn't see him. Peter Obi not talk. Atiku not talk. None of them talk. You know. In fact, I don't know where would they go for Nigeria, because the way people are quiet. Can you guys see this? INEC election observer. See him? See face. Now be Edo State APC chairman. Now be this. Tenebe. Now they see, so he was the observer for Ekiti. Ja. These are the people trained. Now he tell Peter Obi make no enter Edo State again. Yes, sir.
But I told you before now, I said all the INEC electoral officers, they are all partisan. It's the people in power that put them
but this
working
one,
there.
this one, now your confirmer finish that they are partisan.
Yes, that is the thing. Nobody working in INEC, all those returning officers, Mr. Naja, what you are seeing there, they are all APC members. They can give them youth corps uniform to wear.
As of now, by now, opposition suppose don't raise this alarm. Me, I don't know what the opposition they do, to be honest. Both our opposition, everywhere is quiet. God. Tinubu, if this man wait for a second term, in fact, not be only say he win, he go deserve award though. Because I don't know how he take cash all of una like this. He go deserve award. Meanwhile, let's start talking. Mr. Chris, thank you, sir. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, Mr. Najawad, good evening. Thank you very much for doing this today. May the good Lord continue to bless you. Wesley Kakabo, thank you so much. Everybody listening to us from all over the world, I want to say good evening to you all. Thank you for being a part of this broadcast today. It's good to have you on the show. And let me extend my greetings to people on the panel with me. I can see Oga Jonathan and Oga Alabo. Well done. I can also see His Excellency Peter Obi and some 3 men and a lady. I don't know them. I hope they will be contributing as well. But that's just on the lighter side. And the people listening to us from all over the world, I want to say special greetings to all of you. Thank you for making it a date with us today. Mommy Diaspora, thank you for everything you do. You know, you are our special one. Thank you so much. May the good Lord continue to bless you. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, people, you see, like yesterday, when we were making the analysis yesterday, I think we discussed extensively on this idea of the opposition, what they are not doing. And then we raised some critical questions, and those questions, I'm glad that people are picking it up today. Even this Jared Tenebe man, his issue was also raised yesterday, and I'm glad it's being re-echoed again today, because here on the panel, we did all those. Now, the critical question we should ask ourselves is that, and that was the question I threw up yesterday, do you guys sincerely think that 2027 is about just waiting for that time to come and we go and vote His Excellency Peter Obi and Tinubu and his cohorts? They will fold their hands, they will conduct a free and fair election, and they will declare the result that they have lost the election. Can you not see the uphill task that kind of thinking, that kind of reasoning is? Even a toddler will know that that is almost it's not even to say it's impossible is an underestimation of what kind of tax is going to be. But before we get into the meat of the issue, I want to thank His Excellency Peter Obi for calling out the arrest of Showore. I think that's how it ought to be. Now he has done that. I expect other big figures to also do that. And these are the kind of things we say when we blame politicians. Because if you remember the days of Nadeko, in short, the fight for democracy, these were the kind of things that people were fighting against. They were fighting the military for. And I'm surprised that all the so-called legal luminaries, they are all there, they are not saying anything. And tomorrow they come out to say, to condemn the act, then people will start clapping for, you would have just been patient. They said this person not talk. Shebi don't talk now. No. After how many hours? After how many days? The people that knows the law call on people like Femi Falana that talks with 2 sides of his mouth. None of them go talk. Now you don't go hear anything. Now when people don't talk, before they will not just catch up on the floor and begin to talk. That's the kind of country that we have bequeathed ourselves with. And unfortunately, that's how it's going to be. Now, talking about opposition politics, I'll just talk about the NDC in particular. We know that Atiku himself is not really bothered about whatever is going to happen to our country. He just wants to fulfill his lifelong ambition, which is to become the president of Nigeria, empower his friends, empower people from his ethnic stock, and restructure Nigeria in such a way that power may never ever get to the side. Even if it gets to the side, it will be somebody that they handpicked by themselves that they will give that power to. Because the agenda is clear. The agenda is to strip Nigeria of all forms of democratic leanings. What they are interested in is in converting the country into a feudal state. In a feudal state, that's a state where few individuals control the minds of the vast majority of the people. Few individuals, they give themselves, their families, their wards, and their hangers on education and exposure, whereas they allow the other people in the society to wallow in abject poverty and penury. They deprive them of basic education, healthcare, and all other infrastructure that gives human dignity. So when they finish doing that, if it comes to election, they can dictate the pace of that election. They can tell people who to vote for. They can give you 10,000 naira, and like that lady, they can give you 15,000 naira. And you almost always have no option other than to accept. It will take a very clean mind to reject those kind of offer in the face of this kind of gruesome economy that we are facing in our country. Now back to the NDC. You see, yesterday I copiously elucidated that the NDC are not real sure that the key focus of His Excellency Siriake Dixon is really about 2027. I'm not sure about that. I said it yesterday, I'm repeating it again. I think this man is just building a structure for himself. Yes, 2027 is okay. Peter Obi has come to the party, added advantage if they win. But if they don't win, and because this man understands the workings of all these political parties, he knows that it will almost be impossible for Tinubu and his cohorts to hand over power. Whether Peter Obi will win or he will not win, that's not even a question. I'm almost sure that he will win. The question is that will he be rigged at? Will he be given power? I think this is the thinking of the likes of Siriake Dixon, that for every time you see he's talking about party. Right from day zero, I'm glad Oga Jonathan is there. Right from day zero, when everybody was, we are all still celebrating. He made a very strong statement that this Oga Dixon, he stopped there. I was like, wow, so Oga Jonathan knows something about this. Siriake Dixon, I know him very. I've called him alpha male several times on this broadcast. Although Oga Naija will say there are so many things he doesn't want to reveal. It's good, but we are on the panel. That's why we are here. We are here to shape an opinion, to interrogate issues. Now, how can you explain to me? I saw one of the posts of the people, the director and the deputy director of communication for the NDC. I saw some of the posts that they wrote about Peter Obi, His Excellency Peter Obi. They were heartbreaking. Not just that, not only that they were heartbreaking, people were even trying to tell them, after this whole NDC arrangement, Ogabona bring down this point, say lie, they know they bring them down. Then they stand by everything that they said about His Excellency Peter Obi. As for me, I will not be the person that will be promoting such things. If you are interested, go and Google their name. I think one is Theophilus Agada, the other one, what's the other one's name? Can't remember. So how can you make those two people, Director of Communication and
Brent
Dennis and Deputy Director of Communication, when you knew their stand against His Excellency Peter? Although those people, they've said that they can go to battle for Peter Obi, but the question is that you are going to battle, but the things you have said, they are all still in the cyberspace. And you had the opportunity of retracting those things, and you said no, you are standing vehemently with those things you have said. Let's not forget the Daniel Boala interview. It's still there. The man that interviewed Daniel Boala, what did he do? No new question. He was just saying, you said this about this man before. Our markets. Daniel Boala goes struggle. He goes still live on. You said this about your Tinubu before. How market? Daniel Boala goes struggle. He goes still live on. Are we not going to have the same situation in future? Now, if we leave that aside, now, the question, the point I'm trying to make is this. I don't really see the NDC and the outlook of the people running the party. They are not as, they all have different agenda. That's to be honest. The obedience, we just want to get our principal to the number one position. The NDC is building a party. His Excellency Musa Rabiu Kwankwaso, I can say without any reservation that his primary focus is even the 2031, because they are building. In fact, let's begin to say this now the way it is. The main target of the NDC is even 2021, where His Excellency Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso will be running and Siriake Dixon will be standing as his deputy. Yes. So the whole idea is to solidify the NDC as much as they can. So if not that, tell me, look at the election that was conducted in Ekiti. Although we talked about this yesterday, but let's re-echo. We have to re-echo it again. As at now, the NDC, nothing. Even if they were not going to contest that election, but an opportunity for them to put a foot on ground. And it was not just only in Ekiti, because Ekiti was a governorship election across the geographical zones in Nigeria, even in Enugu, in Nasarawa. So it's not a question of maybe it was only in one. No, it was almost in every region of the federation.
Even my state, you know the magic that happened in my own state.
It's what I'm saying, and that's just the back. It's just the back house of the NDC. So that's the thing, when this thing starts from the beginning, we keep saying them, it looks as if it doesn't matter. The picture of Jared Tenebe that was showed today, did we not talk about it yesterday? We did. And Ogananja, you see that picture, you didn't show the other part. You know the person that was sitting next to Siriake Dixon, the full picture. The person sitting next to him was who? If any person have seen that picture. It's Kwankwanso. I was sitting next to Siriake Dixon, and our principal was standing as the head boy of his secondary school for waiting. Because
you mean this one?
Yes, the next person is sitting the other way. This place where this thing covered. So Narabi Kwankwan. So this picture has been on the internet for long. We talked about
the couple put our be for center.
Like
for middle.
Secondary school head boy. We talked about this yesterday. Yeah. And how can you, as at now, the NDC has not released a statement. The ADC has not released a statement. The APC has not released a statement. We talked about it yesterday. Jared.
All right, 1 minute more. 1 minute.
Yeah. Jared Tenebe, the chairman of APC in Edo State, was an electoral observer to Ekiti State. And when they concur results, people will be shouting, hey, they don't ring. Why would they not ring when you are sitting at home, not doing anything? See, people, the choice is ours. It is either we are in this or we are not in this. I take one very valid question Oga Naija Watch asked right from the beginning of this broadcast. He said that His Excellency Peter Obi ought to have formed his own political party since 2023, and that I absolutely agree with. Because if not that, the kind of character that we wanted to work with in the ADC, waiting for Kosai Abubakar Malami, El Rufai, and even Peter Obi, Amechi, and the rest, if not for the fact that we are looking for a viable political party that can transform our wish to reality. Well, let me not go over the time. Mr. Naija, may the good Lord continue to bless you. And people, remember to use the like and the share button even as we continue on this broadcast. Welcome, Black Panther. Thank you, Mr. Naija.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chris. God bless you, my brother. I appreciate you very much. Okay. Yes, I like the fact that we all are commenting on this whole situation of NDC. For me, I'm following Peter Obi. I cannot comment anything about or praise NDC. No, it's just a vehicle. I don't trust anybody there yet. But still, let's move on. Okay, Mr. Jonathan, it's good to have you on the show. It's been a while. Thank you, sir. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I agree to God bless you for the good work you are doing.
Thank you,
sir. My fellow panelists, guys. God bless you all greatly. And the Mommy Diaspora, good evening once again. God bless you. And my fellow commenters and callers, you all welcome. God bless you all greatly. You see, let me quickly say this on this the Edo State ADC chairman as an election observer in Ekiti State. It's a normal thing. I will say that. It is a normal thing. As a matter of fact, political parties are most suited to observe and monitor their own elections, aside from their agents. The question we should be asking is, INEC as the electoral umpire, has INEC provided a level playing field where all political parties also have their own observers and monitors on ground? That is it. That's a question. Because other political parties too, you should have your own. If you go and carry your own, whoever you want to carry, ADC, if it is Rotimi Amechi you want to send to Ondo Ekiti, send him there. If it is, what do you call it, your chairman that you want to, David Mark, send him there. Let it be that INEC refuse to recognize him as an observer. That is the issue. Creating a level playing field. Yes. That's for me, that about that. It's just that our political parties, especially the ADC, NDC, all these other, they have one or two objectives. One, to become a governor. They focus on nothing else. They don't care about presidential election. They don't care about local government election. They care about one or two states that they want to win the governorship election. Say, for example, Accord. They've seen an opportunity in Osun State now. The party don't care anything about presidential election. They don't give a damn shit about any presidential election in Nigeria. Others, like NDC, ADC, they don't care about governorship election. All they care about is the presidential election, which to me is a disaster already. Not in the making, a disaster already formed, fully established already. Because this is where they are coming from, that if they can get the presidency, all the governors will coalesce behind them. They will be in control. Remember, the Nigerian presidency is more or less a monarch. So they don't care. As this discussion was going on, I was even more curious to know who actually this past few election in Ekiti State, who was ADC candidate there. I didn't know. And I care less, I didn't even care to know. But because of this conversation, I quickly searched. I've never heard that name before. Who went to Ekiti State in great fanfare to campaign for him? They don't care. Which more or less give the room for the ruling party to rig the more. Everybody is focused on the presidential election. When it comes to Seriake Dixon, I've said it from day one, when this whole thing started about NDC. When they started this, their NDC party. This man is a transactional man. You cannot be a two-term governor in Nigeria and not be transactional. If you don't believe that, I don't know where to box you. Probably I can only say the mildest way I can put it is that you are just a mediocre when it comes to politics in Nigeria. You cannot be a two-term governor in Nigeria and not be transactional. More so, you cannot be a senator in the House of Assembly in Nigeria and not be transactional. This man is transactional to the core. What are you expecting? We should manage our expectation. He's there to do political transaction. How come in life somebody, all those governors you see in the House of Assembly, they are all crooks. Because me, I don't understand how you will have governed a state for 8 years and then you now lower yourself to become a senator. That says it all. They are crooks. They just want to maintain power. They want to have access to power. And much, much, much more importantly, they still want to be stealing the Commonwealth. They still want to be stealing the Commonwealth. It's as simple and as basic as that. You can lower yourself so much. You have been a governor and now you are a senator. You will now be under the governor. You govern a whole state. The constitution is structured such that if you are a senator, you only have 1/3 of the state. That's all. So when you see all these people, say like Dixon, or the Kalu, and all of them, Tambua and all of them who have been governors before and now senators sitting, they are crooks. Should be doing something else with your life. And that is the problem that we have in Nigeria, why the country is not moving ahead. When you come to Tinubu, I was listening to the conversation online. You know, you search the internet to know what Tinubu has done. I think somebody made a comment that Tinubu is is the best president, even though he's corrupt. He's corrupt and ambitious, but he's still the best. See, corruption itself is a performance. So you cannot slice the two together. They are obviously contradictory. You cannot say someone is corrupt and then is a good performer. It doesn't add up. Corruption will be as part of your performance. So once you characterize a government or a president as being corrupt, you cannot say that he's performing again. That says it all. That just says it all about the man or whoever who is president and still corrupt. And I'm sick and tired of people who are touting all this. They are touting it. You won't blame them. See, online, government can influence what they want you to see online, even through AI. Make no mistake about it. I think the relevant question to ask is that, can government influence online search information? Can a government influence the online search information about itself? The answer to that is yes. Yes, yes, yes. A government can influence it largely, what they want to. So if you don't let the internet, especially in a country like Nigeria. I don't know, for me, I don't know for who cares to listen how much I'm going to say this. You cannot believe anything that comes from the government of Nigeria. You cannot ever. You are changing yourself. You are ridiculing your intellect. You are disturbing your mental state. You cannot take anything that comes from this Nigerian government, because the moment they put it out there, your first instinct for me that this is a lie. And 99.9999, I don't know how many 9 I will add to it. It is so. It is a lie. It is false. So why should you? You must have something else to complement whatever that comes from the government of Nigeria. When they tout all these Tinubu's performance, forex reform, revenue increase, student loan, external reserve, infrastructure project, I have only one word to describe all of them: fake. Fake. They are all fake. And because we're talking about the government here, they have the capacity and the wherewithal to put out whatever they want to put out there. And so when you, if your first instinct, when it comes to Nigeria, you can do that for anything else. I don't care. In fact, it will help you. You need it. That's what the internet is for, but not in a crooked Nigeria. You will change yourself. All your intellect will be disturbed and disorientated. Internet should not be your first source when it comes to Nigeria, especially when it comes to governance. It shouldn't be. Anytime you do that, you are disturbing yourself, because you are 99.999% that you will get fake and false information. Yes. Look for other sources, and they are there, plenty. So that at the end of the day, even if you are tempted to now use that grok or AI, whatever, on Nigeria, you'll be able to make an informed assessment yourself. But that will be your first instinct. You have a problem. Big one. You can't do that. Nigeria is a country of lies. This government has injected so much money. And when I say so, I'm talking in the millions of dollars, not billions of naira, millions of dollars. We are talking of money running into trillions to influence information that you see on social media. Government do that. They have they have the wealth, they have the capacity. Ononuga can sit down there in the State House and make sure that every blessed day he put out minimum 3 press releases. 3 press releases. That is his job. And I know that's what he's doing. At the minimum, he will put out 3 press releases every day. Do you know how that is reshaping what you are getting online? Do you know how far those press releases is reshaping what you are feeding yourself with online? Anything he puts out there, it goes online. The footprint is there. So it is by your Ononuga that is feeding you. It is if they have a carcass there. Your Ononuga can put out 2, Boala can put out 1, and they do this every day, and I mean every day. So whenever you go there, it is by your Ononuga that is feeding you. You're not getting any concise, precise, accurate information. Far from it. So when you hear all these things, what Tinubu has done, they are all fake. Some few weeks ago, I took time on this platform to talk about the student loan. It's all fake. It's fraudulent. The external reserve that they tout all the time, $50 billion. How? We have asked them to give us the net. I continue to say it. When they tout that, just say, okay, from this 50 billion, what is the net? Simply means that how much can Tinubu wake up tomorrow morning and say, yes, this is Nigeria's money. I need $5 billion. Let me quickly, please, $5 billion. A country that is having problem to repatriate its citizens from South Africa to pay for fuel, to get its citizens as part of government's welfare. He's telling you that he has 50 billion, and you are believing that. It's by your Ononuga that is feeding you. And you are believing, and they have 50 billion. Reconcile that. In a simple common sense, reconcile that. $50 billion. But you cannot buy aviation fuel for an airline that have made itself available, free, put its plane free, down. You cannot do that. And then you have 50 billion. That is the lowest ebb. I don't know where to start from. Infrastructure is by your Ononuga that is feeding you. What is the process of all these infrastructural projects? Is it the Calabar Highway that is not transparent? And you are calling that infrastructural project? That more than almost 25% of the nation's budget given to one man with no procurement arrangement whatsoever. The president just woke up, signed the document, and handed it over to one man. And then you are calling that a success. It's by your Ononuga that is feeding you. Because they know this is where an average Nigeria will go to. The so-called youth now, quote and unquote, I put it there because I don't know who youths are now in Nigeria. I don't know who to call youth now. Everybody, the youth are even more disappointing. So the so-called youth now, they know that their first point of call is to go on their laptop or on their device and start typing on Google, and then by your Ononuga will give you what you are looking for. So be wary of that. Don't nothing that comes from Nigerian government. Everything they are touting about this government, they are fake. You cannot reconcile it. Revenue. Okay, reconcile that. Don't let us even go into economics. Let's just reconcile that. A government that said so far, they have collected revenue of over 20 trillion in 2026. And yet still, they still went ahead and borrowed $2.5 billion. Please. 20 trillion. Trillion we are talking about. With 50 billion in the external reserve, The entire, from that 50 billion, Nigerians' money there to be conservative is not up to 5 billion. Take that to the bank and we can prove it. The remaining 45 billion are encumbered. They can't touch it, for crying out loud. They can't touch it. Anybody put GUN on their head to go and take the money to solve. And when they talk of security, let me just end on this one. When they talk of security in Nigeria, the Constitution says that the primary responsibility of government is security and welfare. Security, we know. You see that welfare part? All Nigerians don't know what it means. I'm not talking of the dictionary definition of welfare now. In terms of governance, we don't know. Security, we know, because it has to do with police, it has to do with the army, it has to do with security agencies. They have to provide all of that, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to welfare, we don't know. Because if we know, Nigerians will not be acting this way. In fact, the food on your table is the responsibility of government to make sure that the family has food. Nutritional food on the table for every family is part of that's welfare. So when government, when they say Tinubu takes away your subsidy, they have taken away their responsibility, which is welfare. All the normal countries in the world, all of them combined together, they provide welfare through subsidy. Name the country. Name any country that is doing well, that is not providing at least 6 to 7 in areas of subsidy for citizens of their country. Name that country. All European countries from A to Z. United States of America, North America, all together. Mention them.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I'll leave it there for now. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. Thanks for that submission. Okay, Black Panther, thank you, my brother. You're the final. Let's do this and do our two.
My brother. You want rush code? Let's do this Nigeria while they pay your ear.
My brother, the matter bears to get.
Oh man, good. Thank God we are still alive. We will not do bother ourselves. We'll just stand on the truth. I want to thank everyone. Thank Mr. Jonathan just finished spoken. I never wanted him to stop. I was really thinking I wanted to hear more because he was really talking to those that people like Mr. Johnson Manuel that came to say everything he wants to say, that he understands about the Nigeria. I believe what he has spoken or what he has researched is what he understood about the country itself. And I wouldn't blame him. You know, you when you do your research, everybody has a way of doing his own research. But before I go further, I would like to thank Mommy Diaspora and thank all the viewers that have been sitting, waiting for us to hear our voice. I just want to thank you all. It's a great pleasure to be among those that have the same like mind with you. And I just want to say, God will continue to give us the wisdom and the heart, because it requires the heart to function perfectly. And all we need, all God wants us to just have is to spill out the truth. Because God is truth. We cannot do anything contrary to it, but just to continue to speak the truth. It will get to them. And you know one thing, people think that when a country faces serious, uprising, that they will not say, "Oh, where is God?" No. Sometimes God approves of those crises to correct the abnormalities. Now, our expectations are too high. I want to thank Mr. Jonathan for repeating that thing when he spoke about it. He reminded us that have I not spoken about the student loan? He spoke on the student loan, in fact, very wide for us. He lectured us on it. I just gave him time. I said some people, it is very difficult for them to learn. And some people, it's very difficult for them to understand the Nigerian situation. Most people that you think understand the Nigerian situation, they don't understand. What they do is just to hear, and they don't sit down, take down research, and meditate and know why it's like that. They don't ask themselves questions. A good scholar will always ask himself questions after going through a lot of scripts from the lecturer. Now, I want to say something here. You see, I don't know why our expectation is so high on Cyril Dixon. Cyril Dixon is His Excellency, as Nigeria will always say. Let me just say it like that so I do not say I'm disrespecting him. You see, His Excellency Cyril Dixon is a corrupt man. I will not speak the way all of you speak. Me, I'm going to be straight to direct, because if you know that you know and you know, it's not what I'm calling him, just correct me. I will listen to your correction and you make your proof. Cyril Dixon is a corrupt man. He was a public servant. Before he became a public servant, he was not who he is today. He ruled for 2 terms. And for a governor in Nigeria and in Bayelsa State to rule for 2 times, and that same Bayelsa is still there the way we left it, it's not giving, after the 13% that give it there, Bayelsa State cannot boast of good infrastructure, cannot boast of light, electricity. So let's say this thing is part of those people that floor Bayelsa State. Go and look at the level of corruption and the level of insecurity, the level of uneducated youth you have in Bayelsa State. Go and look at the unemployed youth. So much of employment, but they have what we take to make every youth in Bayelsa State to be employed. When I was in the university, every Bayelsa, we used to admire them, because when they come to the university, immediately they graduate, government would just absorb them because they had nothing. They were singing in the news, "Oh, Bayelsa, come home." Oh. This thing I'm saying is not lie. If you know there, if you are U96, you know them. They say, "Oh, Bayelsa," when they just created Bayelsa, they say, "Oh, Bayelsa State, come home, oh, come home, come home." They were preaching it on radio jingles. Now, why I'm saying this is that, now, I think somebody said it here. I think it's Oga Jonathan. A man that have served his state for 2 times, who has always been a transactional governor, you are telling me that you expect 100%, even, what am I saying? You expect 50, 60% something from him? No. No, he's building his own, because of the mindset of corruption. He's building his own palace for tomorrow. That is what he's doing. When he say it's not what the package that Obedient is doing the other time, he's just trying to tell you that he's building his own future from where we are now. They are all trying to use Obi and the obedient to force their own structure to be firm on the ground, to spread their own popularity, to spread their tentacle, their root, so that their root, by the time they get their root, they will believe they are now what strong. But that's not the case all the time with political parties. Because what Nigeria know as politics, if you ask all these educated people in Nigeria, and many of them, I guess almost 70%, ask them, what is politics? They will tell you politics is a game. I am telling you this comfort. Even my lecturer in school fell to that trap. Said politics is a game. You see the mindset. Anybody that knows that say politics is a game and that's his mindset, don't expect anything accurate or good from that person, because he doesn't understand what democracy itself means. If you can say politics is what is a game, then you don't understand what is called democracy. That is what I see from. That is why, from the point of Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, that is his understanding. But we are trying to educate him right here that is not the case. That is not what you use. That is not the yardstick you use to look at a good, like this man is the best among the rest. And I want to go deeper, critical reasoning. Why will an educated man pick among thieves and say this is the best? This is the best man among all the thieves. Why would all the leaders that have ruled Nigeria, all of them, look, Jonathan is not excluded, all of them are thieves. All of them don't have the country at mind. All of them are thieves. Because if I am the president, I know that Tinubu has such a record. I will never allow him to get to the four wall of leadership in Nigeria, even the presidency in Nigeria. I will never. But why did they do that? It is led because all of them are transactional and all of them are corrupt. None of them, even Jonathan, we are the one that forced him that we must have a constitutional conference in the country. Go and check it. It's on the internet. It was the civil rights movement that forced him. They wrote that book and gave it to him. He went through the white book and he come out and said, okay, it is the case because pressure was on him. From the international world, pressure was on him. So he sat down, he listened. That's the little difference he had. He listened to us. Even Babangida, we forced him to listen to us even. Yes, we forced Babangida to listen to us when he stepped down. So what I'm trying to say is that the level of your knowledge will tell what will come out of you. Mr. Joseph Manuel has just told us the level of his knowledge, where you now choose from a wicked cocoon. You will not choose out of there, you will not choose your best. How do you know the best out of the rest? How do you know the best? Is he a man that is corrupt? That is an embodiment of corruption, who has no lineage, nowhere you can get his contact, who has stolen, who have no franchise whatsoever, but all his life he cannot prove with source of income. This is my source of income. This is my family. This is my parent. This is my brother. But because he wear the regalia of tribe, he wore that regalia, he can speak it, then confirm. That is not how to choose personality that you want him to rule. Nigerian constitution states, that dirty constitution you see there, it still states who can be the president of a country. If there is any default in him, he stepped down. We all know. Let us not pretend. Except if you want to say politics is a game, I can say yes, that is your belief. But politics is life. You are toying and you are gaming with human life. And if you are gaming human life, you don't have any reason to have a better life yourself. That is how I reason. From a philosophical point of view, that is how I reason. Because I ask myself a lot of questions. So when you see Serake Dixon acting this way, he's a corrupt person. But because Peter Obi is there, Peter Obi is like a catalyst that will reduce a little bit the corruption in you. Because he knows if this man found it in you, he's going to speak it out. And we will voice it out. But we know he's a corrupt person. But we are just waiting because we have somebody, like we say, if the head is not rotting, the body will function well. That is what we are. That's why we're looking at Peter Obi, because I know. If Peter Obi get there, we get the electoral law clean, all these people will disappear. They will go ablaze. We won't see them no more. We will give them the what we call the political imprisonment. That's what we'll give to them. So that is why every one of these corrupt people are being skeptical about Peter Obi. But let's put on our effort. Let's push more effort. Let's not do what we did last time. This time, let us push and do more. But I know one thing, and I've been saying it. If they push like what they are doing now, they are going to be the one that will break this country, because people are waiting in the diaspora that are listening to what I'm saying, and I know what they are doing in the diaspora. They will break this country and there will be no fight. It just be a document. We'll sign the document as Soviet Union did, as Germany did. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to fight. Thank you, Nigeria Watch.
All right, my brother, Black Panther, thanks for your submission. God bless you. Okay, guys. Mr. Joseph Oji, thank you, sir, for the super chat earlier on. I'm very, very grateful. Okay, our final submission. Mr. Alabo, are you there? Mr. Alabo, you're not there. Okay, I'm going to Mr. Chris. Are you there? Your 2 minutes.
Yeah, for me, Nigeria, thank you once again. I think for me, all the panelists, they've all spoken very, very well and spoken to the core of the issue. Well, I think the basic thing is this. It is either we are ready to do this or we are not ready to do it. If we keep expecting that Tinubu or the APC, they are just going to conduct a free and fair election, they are going to make everything to work, they are going to follow due process in the next election, then we are daydreaming. There ought not be any excuse because look at the staggered election. They've demonstrated what they are going to do in the presidential election. So we don't need anyone to tell us anything any longer. I think the NDC, which is my primary constituency, should be more organized. We should be more organized by now because I don't really know what's happening in that party. No matter how you look at it, something is quiet, not right. Because if not that, as at now, we not still know who and who they represent the NDC for parts of Rep, parts of Senate, or the political or elected position. Are we playing the same game like the APC and the ADC, the same game they are playing? Please, the NDC ought to be a different, it ought to be a beacon. It ought to lead the path for other political parties to follow. But unfortunately, the person in charge, na old dog, na old pussycat, they're just going to play the game the way they have been playing it. It's about power, it's about money, it's about relevance. It is never about Nigeria. So I don't know. It's high time, even if the NDC, if they are not doing anything. I've been advocating here that His Excellency Peter Obi and the people around him, they should have their own team that can be doing the publicity for it. But unfortunately, the same NDC, they've told everybody clearly that you can't go about doing your own business. Every campaign fund, we are going to have a general post, we are going to have a general this. The NDC, they want to be in full charge, in full control. And I know clearly there's a reason for that. And that reason is because it's not about Peter Obi, it's not about 2027. It's not about any of those at all. It's simply about ensuring the NDC. It's simply about the interest of the NDC. Let me not even go into the details of the interest. So whatever the interest is, the choices are yours for you to make. Everybody, you think about what you think the interest is. People have come from different angles. But if you think there is no transaction in this whole thing, it means you are the fool in the game. You are the fool in the game that's being played by these political juggernauts. So people, supporters of His Excellency Peter Obi, identify people, round up in 10 seconds, identify people that are for His Excellency and begin to work with these people. The Peter Obi campaign organization can start even before the NDC wakes up. Thank you very much, everybody, and good night. We hope to see you tomorrow. Jawash, thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you, Bo, my brother. Ghana, your hold us ransom. England 1, England 0, Ghana 0. Which kind of yet team be Ghana? They don't let us score goal. Game, God.
Have you play ball again now?
I wish can you hear Ghana be this? They all hold those ransom.
This World Cup, now between 4 countries. I would name them after I don't reach second round.
Now, so you dey talk, go and hide yourself, my friend. And so you dey name rubbish.
England not just did the book at all.
Mr. Jonathan, I beg give us your final submission. Thank you, sir. 2 minutes.
Anyways, let me quickly follow up on what Mr. Chris just, on his final submission, man, to urge and to advise Mr. Peter Obi, together with Kwankwaso. I think it is time for them to sit down and bring out their team even if they will not announce the team officially, but they should have them, and people by now should be able to recognize them. That's my advice for them. They should not wait till September, October if they want to do catch-up game. Good luck. But this is the time for them to put out their team. It is, I don't know how to emphasize and re-emphasize it, to put out their team. Whatever that is stopping them or gagging them within the NDC, I don't know for now clearly. And I think many people don't really know for now clearly. But that shouldn't stop them, both Mr. Peter Obi and Kwankwaso, to have a team ready. Because what I'm suspecting, if what I'm suspecting is what it is, that even the team that will work for them, Seriake Dixon will still dictate who will be this, who will be that, or the party will choose this, the party will choose that. But I hope it won't get to that, and I hope it won't be that. That's just my call. That's just my prayer, you know. As I in my earlier submission, because it is important, because if you go all over the space, all these things, people who are talking, Tinubu is a performer. He has performed. We even heard it today, but that he has performed. Which performance? I talked about one of the key points they are using is the reserve, 50 billion. The central bank is saying 51 billion. To buttress further what I said earlier, that if you want to hear their lies, you just Google it right now. Ask the central bank what it is the net they produce half truths to tell you that it is. So when you are to tell you that it is not 50 billion, they themselves, they said it is not 50 billion. When you ask the right question, they say it is not 50 billion. They say it is 34 billion. That is half truth. So disengage yourself from that 50 billion. Whenever you hear it, you know that's a lie. It's not 50 billion. They themselves have agreed that it is 34, and that 34 is half truth. Because what they use, what they calculated, is those short-term bills that are due, that Nigeria must pay in the next 30 days. That's the one they subtracted. That is the 16 billion. Take the bills that are due in 90 days, take the bills that are due in 180 days. By the time you subtract all of that, the net of Nigeria is about $5 to $7 billion. So don't let them be touting. Don't let them be touting this 50 billion. Tinubu is a performer, 50 billion in reserve. I'm sick and tired of it. That's why, again, I urge Mr. Peter Obi to have his team. These are the things you have to come out and you start debunking it right away with facts, with figures and numbers. You will force them out. Force the central bank out. Force the Minister of Finance out to come and confess and tell Nigerians the truth. What is Nigerian reserve? The real amount. Force them out. We are romancing with them. I don't even know where we are anymore. And they continue to tout these lies all over the space. Thank you, Mr. Ellis. I'll leave it there for today. I appreciate it.
Mr. Jonathan, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for especially that area, for readdressing that area of Tinubu's achievements. Because I look for person who go help me zazan that area. Especially when my big brother, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, say Tinubu is the best president that have ever happened to Nigeria. That one shocked me. You know, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, I tell you, you know, wait till you talk so they will drag you for the next 78 years. Put. Hey. Mr. Alabo, are you there now? Okay, you're still not available. Black Panther, your final submission. 2 minutes.
Yes, so thank you, my brother. I want to continue with them, Mr. Jonathan talk. You see, and that is why I like a conservative reasoning. Let's go to common sense now. You have 50 billion reserve. Then why are you borrowing? Is it to impress your friends, or is it to impress, or why? There's no reason for you to go and borrow. And there's no reason for you to say you want to borrow to pay salary or one thing. Why you okay, let's look at it now. You said because you want to remove subsidy in a developing economy. That is why I tell you people, Africa will never develop. Because if you see, Tinubu did not really come with an economic book. Or the thing that is playing now is the World Bank economic book that is playing. If you look at his budget planning, there's one white guy that is always there with them. He's from the World Bank. I saw the picture on the internet. He's always there in their meeting, Minister of Budget and Planning. One white chap is always there, tall, slanky man. He's from the World Bank. Why are they there? Why are they doing that to us? The reason, that is why I said the reason why all this ball and game are playing is because of the future and its energy. They're trying to control it because already the demography is there. 75% of what they are going to use in 21st century energy is cutting where? From Africa. So they're not trying to play it down. They're trying to bring dirty governments into power so that they can do their rough game. That is why the French people are trying to, go to war with Burkina Faso. Now Nigeria is we're having a lot of problem. Nobody is coming here to say, oh, there's human rights abuse. Nobody. Didn't you people reason that? They are enjoying it. They are stealing. They are enjoying it. That is why so to break through all this, that is why we need able and capable hands. We that can fight. That's why sometimes when I hear news from the Western world, I mean Europe, I laugh. Because me, I know the pattern of their politics in Europe. I know it well, the way they play it. Go to their parliament, go and look at what they see, the bill they passed 2 days ago. It's all rubbish. They are survivor, that is what they are doing. So now Nigeria, for us to make it, it's either you decide whether you're going to leave, because this Tinubu did not give you any economic plan during the election. You know, tell na say na economic plan book. He removed subsidy, and you want to be a growing economy. You are removing subsidy. Then why are you going to exist? How is your rate going to function? How is most of the things that you used to build industry? How are they going to function at a high and exorbitant rate? The World Bank said, put down your naira, kill your currency, and let their own do what? Rise. That is what they are doing. And when any African country revoke, they will start holding a lot of meetings. How are they going to survive? That is what France is doing. And Nigeria Tinubu has carried us into French pockets. They are the cause of all this problem we're having. People, our Nigerians, we are not understanding what is going on. Somebody is telling you Tinubu is the best. The last time they said the Buhari was the best. Now it's Tinubu. The next we come, they'll say Naim be the best. You see, Nigeria, we are up and down. We don't understand the problem we are. We are still flowing under the influence of tribalism. That is what, let them not shame you. Anybody that says Tinubu is the best is a tribalist. I will confirm it. If you're ready to come to the studio, I will confirm it, and I'll bring videos of people that have talked like you. They are all tribalists. Some of them might not be gaining anything. Some of them are so wicked that they don't want to see this country grow. Do you know some people are like that? They are wicked. They are part of the system. They don't want this country, Nigeria, to grow. Because if Nigeria grow, they will go down. It's their survivor. Therefore, what we are going to do, we must fight for this election. Our life depends on it. Our existence depends on it. It might be tiring, but when it's tiring, let's drag each other up so that we will not see our brother falling by the wayside. That is how to do it. We have economists here, we have technocrats here, we have scientists here, we have doctors, we have philosophers here. We reason and we put it together and we forge a way forward. All those people that you see here today, if the roof falls, it's going to fall on every one of us. They are not seeing the roof shaking now because they are benefiting from what? From the corrupt enterprise. The feudal enterprise that Nigeria, the northern enterprise that is gouging the country. Nigeria is bleeding. and nobody cares. No West care. Didn't you imagine? None of the Western country care. It's only America that's even making an effort. But we did not follow it up. We did not play the politics. We did not follow it up. That is why you see what is happening, because even the ex-president is even expecting an election in his own ground. So that's why he's soft-pedaling a little bit. And that is all about this. That's what happened in politicians all over the world. When they are coming for election, they start soft-pedaling. So my brothers and sisters, it is between we and the Red Sea. If we don't fight, we will all fall into the Red Sea. That is what it is. If we don't fight, we say we quiet, it will fall. And when it fall, we don't know where it's gonna go. We don't know where it's gonna go, because we are on a big sailing. We don't know where the ship is going to. So let us put head together. It is not all that glitter that is gold. It is not everybody that shout, oh, we want good Nigeria, that will see it. We pray that even those that are pretending, they should fall by the wayside. By His grace, they should fall and their head should be broken. In Jesus, let Nigeria happen to them. Let it be so strange to us. Right. This is not way they follow us. Nigeria happen to them. Let it happen to them. Those pretenders. That is it. Thank you, Nigeria Wash. Don't be weary. We will move forward.
Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. And God bless you now. To be honest, I don't want to make this conversation finish today. You know, we'll get all the powerful tones for here. But mostly finish on time today. Make I feel still go relax. We'll continue again tomorrow by God's grace. You know, I want to thank every one of you that came into the panel. Thank you very much, Mr. Alabo. Thank you, Oga Chris. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. And thank you, Black Panther.
That was sorry, it's because of this person.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, but you can't talk again today. Thank you.
I know, I understand.
Tomorrow.
I'm just letting you apologize.
I know, say they put baby for bed. I know. No Allah. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for those of you that called in. Thank you, Madam Deborah, Madam Emmy, Black Panther, many others that called in today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. And thank you, Mr. Joseph Orji, for the super chat. I'm very, very grateful, sir. Your pocket never run dry. I appreciate you, my lovely mother. Thank you very much, mommy. Thanks for all that you do. Thanks for all that you do for us here every day. Thank you, Abu Azim, my brother. I appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do. Thank you, Madam Peggy Modi. Thank you, Madam Bella Naomi, Madam Eugenia. Thank you, Madam Stella Masavedo, Mr. Joseph Orji, Mr. Joseph Emmanuel, Johnson Emmanuel. Michael Ganemaro, thank you very much. God bless you all, my people. I appreciate you all. We Desmond, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate every one of you right there. Madam Bella Naomi, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Madam Emmy, and many, many more. Okay, guys, we've come to the end of this broadcast. I would like us to end the show right now so we can continue, have some rest, come back again tomorrow, and continue from where we stopped. And God bless you, my people. Have a good night and bye.
This is what we are living in this world, all of us today in motion. Everybody there in motion. Moving to our various stations. As we there in motion, make we do good to ourselves, yo. Make we do good to our neighbor. Before we reach our station, every walk gets paid. Every walk gets paid. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. Every walk gets paid. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. I make a dey fear my God. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. I make a dey fear my maker. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. Whoever will come and go on song, organize. pay. Whether not good work, nobody work. Every work get paid. Whether not good work, nobody work. I make a fear my God. Whether not good work, nobody work. I make a fear my maker.